This year, for the retreat, we had chosen the theme of Narad Bhakti Darshan. During the last two retreats, we covered the first 55 sutras. The entire scripture is of 84 sutras. So we will be doing the remaining 1/3 during this retreat. We are going to be starting with sutra number 56. Very beautifully, this is a natural division where Naradji begins a new topic on devotion. Sutra number 56. Gauni, Tridha, Guna Bhedartadi, Bhedadva. Naradji has explained that there are two kinds of devotion. One is perfect devotion that we will receive by the grace of God and Guru, that is divine love. And the second is preparatory devotion or sadhana bhakti that we will have to do, which will prepare our vessel. So he is now going on to explain Gauni Bhakti or Sadhan Bhakti. This material energy under which all of us are presently is one of the many energies of God. Like this, God has got innumerable energies. Like all of you have different energies or powers. The power to see, the power to hear. So God has got innumerable energies. The highest of them is the Yoga Maya Shakti, the divine energy. There's a beautiful story about Shankaracharya that many of you have heard from me before. Shankaracharya, in his explanation of Brahma, the Supreme Entity, said that the Supreme Entity doesn't have any energies. It is mere entity, Satchit Anand, Avyakt Shakti Rahit. However, an incident occurred in his life that opened his eyes. When, along with his disciples, he went to Kashi. Daily he would go for bathing at the Manikarnika Ghat, famous bathing ghat. So one day when he was returning, a woman was sitting with the dead body of her husband. It was a narrow street, as you may have seen in Kashi. The road got blocked. Shankaracharya stood there along with his disciples and said, "Mother, please give us way. We wish to go for bathing." That woman started crying more loudly, "My husband, so nice, so wonderful, why did God do this to him?" Shankaracharya said in a louder voice, "Mother, please give us way." She was not willing to budge. Finally, in an angry tone, he said, "What will happen by crying? Your husband has left. He is not going to come back." When he said that, that woman all of a sudden turned around to him. She said, "Acharya, why are you telling me to give way? Tell my husband to get up Leave this road, make way for you. Shankaracharya said, Mother, have you lost your balance in separation from your husband? That is a dead body. It has got no energy. How can it move? The woman said, Acharya, you have said that God has no energy. But we know that God has created this world. Can God create this world without energy? If it is possible for God to create this world without any Shaktis or energies, make my husband's dead body move without any energy. Tell him to get up and give way. If he can't do it, God can also not create this world without energies. So Shankaracharya was stunned. Who is this woman who has found a fallacy in my philosophy? In his Sharirik Bhashya, he has described God as Shakti Rahit. And this ordinary woman, he thought that when I debated with Vedavyas, I did Shastrarth. At that time, Vedavyas could not find any flaws. He was unable to defeat Shankaracharya. And finally, pleased, he gave his blessings. You are competent, Sarvatra Vijayi Bhava. And he said, this woman has found a flaw. So he blinked his eyes, and the next time he opened them, the whole scene had changed. In place of that woman was the divine energy of God, Mother Durga seated on the lion. Shankaracharya immediately understood that she has come to reveal to me her existence. He immediately lay down flat on the ground and offered his prayers to Mother Durga. The prayers that he offered at that time are famous today as the Ananda Lahiri. Shankaracharya's two prayers to Durga are very famous. You see, he has prayed to Sri Krishna, to Sri Ram, to Lord Shiv, to Mother Durga. So these two are famous. Saundarya Lahiri is even more famous, and the Anand Lahiri which he spoke at that time. So in sophisticated Sanskrit, he prayed to her, and the verses that emanated. So in that, he glorified her, and he said that God does create this world, but it is by your power that he creates. Without you, even God cannot create this world. So you are the reason for Srishti, Sthiti and Pralaya. So Durga ji is the divine energy of God. And just like God manifests in different forms, as Ram, as Narayan, as Vishnu, because he is all powerful, he is not limited to one form. Similarly, his divine energy, which we call the mother of the universe, she also manifests in different forms as Durga, Sita, Radha, Kali, etc. These are all different forms of that divine energy. Recently, somebody came to me and said, Swamiji, why do we look on God as the Father? Why can't we look on Him as the Mother? Because He has got more motherly qualities than fatherly qualities. He is kind-hearted, He is compassionate, He is forgiving, He is caring. So all these qualities associated with motherhood are more prominent in God. So can we not look on Him as the mother? I said in Hinduism, we definitely have God as the mother. So we have Sri Krishna and Sri Radha. That one supreme entity has taken on two forms. The Vedas say, the Samrahasya Upanishad states, Anadirayam Purusham Ekamevasti Tadeva Rupam Dvidha Vidhaya Samaradhana Tatparo Bhut Tasmat Tam Radham Rasikanandam Veda Vido Vadanti. That supreme entity has taken on the form as Shiv and Parvati, as Ram and Sita, as Narayan and Lakshmi, as Krishna and Radha. So one is the energetic, the possessor of the energy, and the second is the energy. Kripaluji Maharaj says, Joi Radha Soi Krishna hai, in mein bhed n maan Radhe Radhe. Ik hai ladini Shakti Aru Shaktiman Ik Jan Radhe Radhe. Radha is the Shakti and Krishna is the Shaktiman. So they are non-different, just like fire and its heat, they are one. Just like milk and its whiteness, can they be separated? Impossible. The moon, can its moonshine be separated from it? Impossible. So similarly, the scriptures tell us that Krishna and Radha are one. However, Radha is the energy, the divine energy. And it is by virtue of that divine energy that God does all these impossible things. Like, for example, in the Bhagavad Gita he says, Ajopi san avyayatma bhutanam ishvaropi san prakritim swamadhisthaya sambhavamyatma mayaya. The 4th chapter, 5th verse, he says, Arjun, I am a janma. I don't have any births. What is the need for God to remain hidden in some mother's womb for 9 months and take a birth? He says, I am a janma. However, prakritim swamadhisthaya sambhavami atma mayaya. By my atma maya, that is the yoga maya, divine energy, I make a form, I take a divine birth. Again he says, Naham prakashah sarvasya yoga maya samavritah. He says, Arjun, I am seated in your heart, but you don't know me. Why? Because there's a curtain of yoga maya that is covering me. And all the divine leelas he does, he lifted Govardhan hill, this is all by his Shakti. He drank the forest fire and he killed Agasur, Bakasur, etc. This is all by his Shaktis. If that Shakti did not exist, God would have remained formless. In other words, it's only because of Radha that Krishna takes on a form and he manifests his Murli Madhuri, Leela Madhuri, Prem Madhuri, etc. That is why a Rasik saint says, Adi mein na hoti jo Radhe ki rakar. You know, Radhe word has got Ra in the beginning, the rakar. Adi mein na hoti jo Radhe ki rakar, तो भाई राधे श्याम आधे श्याम रह जाते. In Radhe Sham, if you remove Ra, what is left is Adhe Sham. So, all that God is doing is by His energies. That doesn't mean that, you see, the energies are a part of Him. It is one entity that has taken on two forms. But the position of Radha is so important. And more importantly for us, the divine pastimes that God displays are again by His Yogamaya power. And this love that we are interested in is again a consequence of that Yogamaya power. That is why the devotee prays to Radha, Radhe Radhe Sham se mila de. If you go to Vrindavan, you will find it written on the walls, Radhe Radhe Sham se mila de. Oh Radharani, please be merciful on me. Bestow that divine love upon me so that I may meet Sham Sundar Shri Krishna. So from the devotee's point of view, Radhaji's position becomes even more important than Shri Krishna's position. Just like the Guru's position becomes more important than that of God. Because it is the Guru who leads us to God. It is the Guru through whom we receive God's grace. Similarly, we approach Krishna through Radha. So from the devotional viewpoint, Radhaji's position becomes so important. Doesn't mean that actually Radha is bigger, but from the perspective of the devotee, he places that position to Radha. So this divine realm of God is full of virodhabhas, contradictory attributes that are beyond the intellect. Like for example, Radha and Krishna are one. They can never be separated. Yet, in their divine pastimes, Krishna is always giving separation to Radha. He left Radhaji and the gopis and the Brajbasis and went away to Dwarka and stayed there for 100 years. Second Virodhabhas. Radhaji always wants Sri Krishna's happiness alone. That is her only objective. That is Radha love. We will discuss the Radha Bhav. And yet, in the divine pastimes, she keeps on fighting with Krishna. Why did you go there to Chandravali? Why did you not come with me? Why did you not do this? Why did you not do that? So you say, that kind of fighting, it's like, the husband-wife have out here in our earth planet as well. So the divine couple have the same kind of problems, is it? Compatibility problems? Not at all. That's a divine pastime beyond the intellect. Radhaji fights with Krishna not because her happiness has reduced. She fights to increase his happiness.